내가
Association and the local spaces are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from doing displays such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the pool or enter a play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to detention and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or safety staff member.
And coming up, it's lunch bag day. Come out to the game and leave with your very own blue lunch bag.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Sacramento Kings. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Jaren Jackson.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And for the Grizzlies, the wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Zach Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Well, Morant just puts so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
The Grizzlies on offense. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback.
Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Off target from three-point range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability to lead this team.
Here's Morant. Following the basket by MP. Wells wide open. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
Pass to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple.
3 points.
Terrell's got his third bucket of the night.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Morant.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. And the basket by MP.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Memphis moving that ball around. Loads it up there for Morant. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, well, look, no matter how high you throw that pass, Morant's going to go up and get it.
The Kings have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's sent back by Edey. Back to MP. Throws it up high and finished off by DeRozan.
Hey, why not? DeRozan has that huge vertical. Just put it up there and let him go get it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's Morant. He's coming off a 25-point game against San Antonio. Launches a three. Sabonis grabs the ball.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Memphis trailing here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach for a minute. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Now, here's Wells. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Back to Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that's now 10 points for John Morant.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
MP against Morant. And that one drops for him. MP's got 13.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Kings. Levine deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to MP. Pocket 6. Outside DeRozan. MP passes to Levine. Shoots over Wells. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Jackson finds Morant. Here's the screen. Traps in the tray. Morant's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Grizzlies.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this trip.
MP against Morant. In a slam dunk by Sabonis.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Here's Morant. 13 points in the game. And Morant throws it down.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years, that seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Yeah, so tough to knock Morant off balance, and he's so talented at keeping his focus on the basket.
Levine for three. Goes back up, and it's Murray laying it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Nothing on the board. Morant outside. Drains the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Morant, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Sharch is checked in for Sabonis. Jones comes in for Murray. Levine's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And MP subbed in for Ellis. Memphis moving it around. Back to Jerome. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
We've got Santi Aldama. Ty Jerome out there with Scottie Pippen. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Levine. Jones sets the pick for Levine. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3. A 2-time dunk champion, Zach LaVine can hammer it down, Coach, or he can bury one from 3.
Well, that's right, Kevin. And look, he came into the league with that great athletic ability, and we all marveled at it. But this guy's really gone to work on his skills, and he's become one of the most efficient shooters in this league from any range on the floor. This guy has gone from great athlete to great play. Look, he's an ideal modern wing. LaVine has tremendous athleticism, length, a great three-point shot. He's been productive for years. Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Terrell misses.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that one is good. Jerome's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Jackson. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Jackson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Levine, a screen on Jerome. Terrell, the pass to Levine. Jones, no one around him. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Inside. Here's Jackson over Jones. Jackson misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's blocked.
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
6 to shoot. Levine, a screen on Jackson. Second chance shot. Terrell misses. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Aldama passes to Pippen. To the middle. Here's Clark. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And let's toss it over to the sideline for a report on Drew Eubanks. Hey, Allie, what have you heard?
Guys, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Sacramento. Looks like there was severe cramping in the thigh, involuntary muscle contractions, which they're trying to alleviate now. The current expectation is he will be able to make a full recovery in a short amount of time. And guys, I'm told he will be able to play if necessary.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Yeah, they'll insert him back into that rotation as soon as it's safe to do so.
Pippen, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
MP outside. Pass to Jones. Back to MP. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Down low. Here's Jackson. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
MP kicks to Sharch. Pass to Schroeder. To the paint. To end the drought. Bank shot. No good.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
For 3, Aldama gets the bucket.
Yeah, Aldama can stretch the floor for you when the big man finds quality openings at the arc.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Scottie Pippen. Sacramento also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Sharch. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Jones.
A thunderous slam from Sabonis. Guys, that is a big man.
Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Back to Morant. Pass to Caldwell-Pope, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Wells is checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Ellis is checked in for Zach LaVine. Sabonis a screen on Morant. MP finds Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
One of the best in pick and roll action. Sabonis sets such a large screen. It's hard to defend it.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
His shots it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the dunk by Edey.
Well, Edey's a good man to have in the pick and roll. A big, strong guy who relishes contact.
DeRozan with a screen for MP. And there's the drive. The Grizzlies pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's MP, the good-looking shot from the wing. Terrell's got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
Oh, what an ugly start to this quarter. Only 1 of 8 from the field.
Pass to Edey. Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Fires from the corner. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
Morant against MP to the inside. Drops in the layup for 2. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Now Morant. 22 points for him. Outside Jackson. Morant with the screen on DeRozan. Jackson from long range. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And the Grizzlies choosing to move forward with Coach Islo to head their program. Stan after he took over as interim head coach late last season.
Yeah, the first Finnish-born head coach in the NBA. He was a rising star coaching in Europe, now trying his hand in the best league on the planet.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Keegan Murray's checked in for Sacramento. Zach Levine comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Caldwell Pope up top. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Morant. A free ball by Morant.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. DeRozan with a screen for MP. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Memphis has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Back to Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Yeah, and Morant just makes it look so easy pulling off a move like that. Unreal.
And a wide open look for MP. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Morant looking around. In the center of things, Morant.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
MP inside. Guarded by Morant. And the basket by MP. Terrell's got 6 here in this quarter. Morant against MP. Pass to Edey. And the dunk by Edey.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
MP against Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Well, Morant is so athletic that he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
Here's MP. And it's rebounded by Morant.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Jacks up a 3. Here's Aldama. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hands.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves after a replay proves them right. They're like, see, we had it right all along. So, good call, fellas.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Grizzlies up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And greetings from the 2K studios. Here at halftime, the Sacramento Kings in a tight game. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie. It was not me. I never throw the first chicken.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie was Kenny.
And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence that can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's who Doug Christie is starting in the second half. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Terrell in at the point. The Grizzlies shooting their fourth attempt at the free throw line right here. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
Back to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
And DeRozan kicks to MP. DeRozan with a screen for MP. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edey. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Sabonis kicks to MP. Here's the 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Jackson passes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Just fine on the clock. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Terrell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Pass to Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Memphis moving it around. And here is Wells. Edey. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Edey's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the board. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Sacramento. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season. And, of course, the Grizzlies, 4 games back.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
Yeah, the middle of the pack seems to be right where they belong. They don't want to get complacent or to start pressing.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses. The Grizzlies shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Jaren Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Pippen in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Sabonis' screen on Jerome. There's the lob to Sabonis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I love Sabonis' initiative there. He loves going after and finishing off that alley-oop.
Pippen with it. Pass to Jerome. Back to Pippen and taken away by Ellis. Now here's MP. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Sharch with the screen for MP. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Ellis, that's good.
Well, that's a tough play to defend. Ellis with that high, quick release.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. 17 points was their biggest margin. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
Well, that's 5 now. It'll be interesting to see if they can continue to go at him to try to get him to foul out of this game.
Pass to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th assist in this one.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Memphis leading by 12. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. And the shot goes in.
Well, Aldama's size makes attacking from right under the hoop an easy option.
MP against Jerome. Terrell. MP finishes inside.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Outside Jackson. Pippen outside. Shoots over Schroeder. Pippen, no luck. The Kings trail by 12. MP outside. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
We have seen him have monster games before. Sabonis is all over the stat sheet right now.
Timeout called by Coach Iserlohn. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Some changes for Memphis. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Scottie Pippen. And the Kings also making a change. Murray's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had...
changes for Memphis. Edie's checked in for Clark. Wells comes in for Jackson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Ty Jerome. Sacramento also making some changes. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Saric. Dean comes in for Keon Ellis. And MP subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Moran outside. Another bucket. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you later on